Everyone, welcome back to Code with Siri. Have you ever seen this pattern and thought this look like different and difficult? I can never write this program. And the truth is this pattern is much easier than it looks. Why? Because it's not one pattern. It's actually two simple patterns joined together. Once you understand this trick, you will able to write it yourself without memorizing the code. So let's get started. So first look at the output. What do you notice? This pattern has two parts, the upper of and lower of. So instead of solving one big pattern, we will solve into two small patterns. So there are two parts, upper of and lower of. Before videos, we already explained these two patterns separately. So we need to merge the two patterns, then we will get sandglass pattern. So what is the logic? First step one is we need to observe the output. Then step two is find the spaces. So step two is find the spaces. For upper row, in row 1, 0 spaces. In row 2, 1 space. Row 3, 2 spaces. Row 4, 3 spaces. Row 5, 4 spaces. If row increasing means spaces are also increasing. So step 3 is find starts. So in row 1, we need to print 5 starts. In second row, 4 starts. In third row, 3 starts. In fourth row, 2 starts. In fifth row, 1 star we need to print. So if rows are increasing, the stars are decreasing. So step 4 is we need to write the logic. So outer loop from 1 to n. So for spaces I minus 1. Star loop n minus 1 plus 1. So don't get confused. We need to write this logic into two parts. One is upper of and one is lower of. So now observe the program here. So here I'm taking scan equal to new scanner system dot in. So to import the scanner class, control shift O. So here I'm taking size n and scan dot next int. I'm taking size here and next for loop int I equal to I starts from 1 and I less than or equal to n and I increments. Then first we need to print spaces. So for spaces we are taking k and k less than or equal to n minus I and k increments. So here we need to print spaces. One space we need to print. So after this we need to print starts. So int j equal to 1 and j less than or equal to I and j increments. So here we need to print starts. After this next line. So this is the normal program. Let's run this one. So I'm taking size 5. So if you observe here, so it printed like triangle, but we want here first 5 stars, then decrement. So first 5 stars, then 4, then 3, 2 and 1. So how we need to write the logic? I equal to n and I greater than or equal to 1 and I increment decrements. So again, I'm running this program. So now I'm taking size 5. So if you observe here, we got here 5 stars, then 4, then 3, then 2 and 1. But it is not like looking like the output. So here we want like pyramid. So what we need to change here? Here if you give space, one space here, then observe the output. So here I'm taking size 5. So if you observe here, we got upper inverted pyramid. So now we want lower off. So here we need to start with 2 stars and 3, 4 and 5. So we want from 2. So we need to start with 2. So here I'm taking for loop int I equal to 2 and I less than or equal to n and I increments. First we need to print spaces here. So int k equal to 1 and k less than or equal to n minus I and k increments. Here we need to print spaces. So after this we need to print starts int j equal to 1 and j less than or equal to I and j increments. Here we need to print starts. After star 1 space here. So after this we need to print in next line. So if you see the output, so this is the sandglass. So if you observe the output, it is the perfect sandglass pattern. So before writing the code, we need to break down the code into two parts. Then we will write easily. So here it is the upper part and below code is lower off. So we need to divide it like this. Then we will get easy logic. So this is the program for today. I hope you found this explanation helpful. Remember, complex patterns becomes easy when you divide them into smaller parts. So don't try to memorize the program, understand the logic and you will able to solve many patterns questions on your own. So if you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next video. Bye bye.